dags för All In Beer Fest i Göteborg och i år så har man bytt venue, nytt ställe som man är på. Man är på Världskulturmuseet här ganska nära Korsvägen och ja, det är en festival i flera våningsplan. Här nere har ni plan 2, det är en del bryggerier står och där uppe har vi också plan 5 där vi hittar ett gäng. Så ja, det är väl ett 25-30-tal bryggerier här idag och jag ska gå runt och mingla lite, dricka god öl och såklart få lite intervjuer också här under aftonen. Och så blir det säkert några quizfrågor också för min ölkalender som kommer i december. Pelle som ju är arrangör av All In Beer Fest var ju den som tog hem quizkalendern i fjol, så han måste ju självklart få chansen att försvara sin titel. Men nu så ska vi se vilka vi hittar här på All In Beer Fest 2020.
Som har öl över på spel som heter de absolut bästa stout-bryggerierna i världen. En av de trevligaste ölarna.
This is much better. Now we're level.
Yeah.
Doing an interview in the staircase here at the Världskulturmuseet All In Beer Fest. Got a hold of Daniel from, how do you say, do you say LOC or LOC?
LOC.
LOC.
LOC is actually short for locomotive, so LOC.
Okay. And Tilburg in the Netherlands, if I'm done my homework.
No, it's correct. Yeah, we're a brew pub from Tilburg, Netherlands. That's close to the Belgian border.
Yeah.
And like I said, LOC is short for locomotive. So our brew pub is located at the train repair area in the city.
Okay.
So it's like a wink towards like the railway workers, etc.
All right. Yeah, this is not your first time here in Gothenburg. You've been to all in a couple of times, right?
I think this is the third time, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, before COVID we were here twice, and then after COVID we were supposed to come last year, but we actually just moved location. So last year we didn't have any beer because we were down for a whole year and no production because the lease of our new space didn't go in, and we had to cancel the old space. So we had about almost 10 months of no production at all. So that was tough, but now we were up and running. We started a new brew pub in January this year. So
yeah. So how big a production do you have?
We have a 10 hectoliter brewing installation, and we have like 5 fermenters, so 50 hectoliters of a fermenting space or area. We're doing at this moment like 90% of our own tap, so everything in the brew pub. Almost no distribution. We have a little bit of distribution to local parties in the area. We're not canning anything at the moment. That will change, and then we will have to see. But we're like you hear, we're really small, so we're doing it basically, the American brew pub style. If people want to drink our beer, they have to come visit us, and then we can give them the whole explanation of the beer. We can give them, show them where it's brewed. We can even show them where the ingredients are being grown, because our lager series is grown with 100% local hops. So yeah, it's really nice.
So which is the easiest way to get to Tilburg from? Is it from flight to Amsterdam or to Brussels? Which is the closest?
We're right in between, so it doesn't matter. So when I'm flying, I can look for flights from Brussels or from Amsterdam. It doesn't matter.
How convenient!
Yeah, it's really convenient. And you used to be able to fly from Eindhoven, but they don't do that anymore.
Okay.
It's like Ryanair, but they just cut it, so it's too bad.
I've only tried like 10-15 beers so far during the festival, but one of yours really stood out.
Thank you.
You have a dark mild, only 3.3%.
Correct, yeah.
Really easy drinkable, creamy, nice, mild.
Thank you.
And it said, well, it's only the brewers that's going to drink this. So.
Yeah, no, we're really happy with this beer. It's a collaboration with Frontaal, which is another Dutch brewery.
I met Frontaal here last year. What's in Guus?
Yeah, could be. Our head brewer is actually he used to be the head brewer at Frontaal, but he joined us because he didn't want to work in a production brewery. He wanted to work like really with the product, with the client, and being able to express what he likes in beer. And I think this is a perfect thing that he's brewed now. The dark mild is just it's a perfect example of what he likes. He likes traditional styles. He doesn't like over the top like pastry stouts. He will do them if he has to, but this is just perfect. And the name of the beer is Code of Honor, and it's more like a nod towards him moving from Frontal to us, and now we're doing the collaboration together. So it's like more like honoring the code of amongst the brewers, brewing a beer for the brewers.
Well, I really hope that you start canning soon and can that beer and ship those to grocery stores in Sweden because
we can do that.
Yeah, you can do that because it's only 3.3%. So it would be awesome to pick up that in the supermarket in the future. So be sure to can that when you start doing that.
Perfect.
Thanks for the chat and enjoy the rest of the festival and see you next time, maybe in Tilburg.
Yeah, thank you so much. And if you're ever in Tilburg, we're like 5 minutes from the station with the brew pub. Just drop by, 21 taps and always something nice on. So see you in Tilburg. So
now we're gonna hold of Kai.
Yes.
From Demory Paris.
Yes.
French visit in Gothenburg.
Yes.
Well, you haven't been here for a few days. I heard you had a tap takeover at was it Ölkompaniet at Järntorget. So how are you finding Gothenburg?
I love it. It's honestly, I love Sweden #1. So it's the only market we really send some beer to. Otherwise, you only find us in Paris. And I always liked Sweden, so the people are nice, they're all cool people, and Gothenburg is, I don't know, I just discovered lots of bars, very, very honest, I don't know how to describe it, like it's an honest working culture, and the bar scene is super awesome.
Yeah?
I love it.
Well, that's what I think also. Gothenburg is the #1 beer city in Sweden.
And it's known,
Yeah, so, but that's one thing I'm curious about. How is, because I've been to Paris once, that was before I became a beer nerd.
Okay.
But now I'm really curious, how is Paris as a beer city these days?
Well, Paris is, like Scandinavia has been very far advanced in the whole craft beer scene for a long time. And all of France came a little bit later, so people didn't really know IPAs until 2015 and all these things. So, but now it's catching up very rapidly. And of course, Paris is a big city with lots of expats also. So you have mainly in France, you have all of France that you have interested people, but it's still very much also confined to the big cities. And of course, Paris is the big trend-setting city in France, and we are proud Parisians. And so it is developing fast. It's catching up. You have now a lot of breweries, very small, not big, but we are catching up a lot. So you can walk around the city. You find good beers nowadays. 20 years ago, you would find the main standard lager beers and big Belgian breweries, and that's it. And nowadays you can really walk around. You find our beers in lots of pubs, mainly the IPA maybe. We have lots of friends who own their own breweries, so you can walk around and you can actually find good beers.
Yeah. So how long have Demory been operating?
So it was founded in 2009. It's an old brewery, so on the label it says since 1827 and refounded in 2009. But it's an old brewery that I just refounded. And since 2009 we're operational, and that back then there was nothing really happening, and now of course it's exploding. You have lots of breweries around the whole city of Paris, but it's Paris itself plus the cities that are close to it is 8 million people, so it's so I was founded in 2009, and since then it's continuously growing.
So do you have your own tap rooms also in?
We have 2 bars in Paris, one right next to Centre Pompidou and one right next to the Moulin Rouge. So it's 2 very bustling areas, and the brewery itself is just outside the main inner city, but still close to the metro, close to a canal. And we had a beer garden there, but this year we invested a lot into new machines, so we didn't open this year because we need to dig trenches and all kinds of stuff. So, but it's supposed to open up again something in the brewery as a tap room.
Yeah. So do you have a can at the Moulin Rouge one also?
Pardon?
Do you have can at the Moulin Rouge one?
Well, it's so close you can almost hear it, you know. And no, honestly, you step out and you see the red Moulin Rouge lit, and the whole area is, you know, it's the old red light district of Paris.
Pigalle, right?
Pigalle, yeah. Well, it's Métro Blanche, but it's the Pigalle area. Yeah. And so, no, but you can almost hear it. It's that close.
Well, I really hope that I can revisit Paris.
Yeah, please come by. Say hello
in the future. I really want to explore the city as a beer city this time. I've done all the sightseeing, so now I really just want to focus on.
Thank you. I drink to this and to Gothenburg.
So
great time here.
Thanks for the little chat, and enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thank you very much. I will.
Well, we have a lot of British visitors here on the festival. We have Verdant here, we have Northern Monk, and now we're going to hold of Jack from Tartarus.
Yeah, Tartarus Beers.
Which is a quite new brewery for me, and I think for most of the Swedish beer drinkers also.
Very new, yeah. First pallet literally I think came over about 3 months ago. So yeah, it would be really fresh to most people here. And this is the first beer festival in Sweden as well, as well as the tap takeover we did yesterday.
Yeah, you had a tap takeover at Ostindiska ölkompaniet Redbergsplatsen. As I said, I was there earlier today, had some lunch and tried a few of your beers there. You had a Dogfish clone on, 15% IPA. That was rough for a lunch beer, I can tell you.
Again, just Dogfish Head were, you know, one of the breweries that was over in England for a little while, and then they just, you know, disappeared. And it's one of the beers that I really wanted to try, and there was, you know, a lot of clone recipes and stuff out in the wild, and we thought, well, you know, we've been going 3 years, third birthday beer, why not do something big, stupid, and just out there? So we did a bit of research, found out about the beer, found out sort of the percentages it's between, and then we just gave it a shot. Just hopped every 5 minutes with it throughout the boil. Insanely hoppy, bitter, but taste-wise, more barley wine, I would say. Sweet, big, thick.
It's very, very sweet, malty, big, really strong. And let me see, you're based in Leeds, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. And Leeds is one of the cities that are on my list that I want to go to do like a beer trip. I want to do Leeds-Manchester combo because Leeds, a lot of things happening in Leeds beer-wise.
Oh yeah, there's loads. And literally an hour-ish train ride away from Manchester as well. Manchester's amazing beer city. Leeds, huge amount going on. We're actually trying to get a beer mile going in Leeds.
Okay.
So within a mile there is 4 breweries. You've got North Brewing at the top of the mile, Ridgeside further down, and then it's us, and just across the road it's a very small brewery new to the Leeds area called Binny, all within a mile walk. So you can start at the top, work your way back down, and then from either us or Binny it's literally 5 minutes back into town. And you're at the top end of town, so you've got the original North Bar, great craft beer spot, the Brunswick and a few other places, so there's huge amounts in Leeds going on.
Yeah, so you have your own tap room or bar also?
We do, yeah. We were a cuckoo brewer for the first 2 years, roughly. So going around using other people's kits, brewing our beer, so no fixed permanent location. At the end of 2022, we had the opportunity to buy North Brew Co.'s old site off them. So fully functioning kit, fully functioning tap room, and yeah, we've been there, well, yeah, pretty much a year now, and it's been going well. Obviously we started exporting, getting to places like this, so yeah, it's been going well.
But the name Tartarus, for me, it's a place in the underworld, Hades underworld. So
yeah, so
But there is some heavy metal.
We do like metal at Tartarus. It's one of the big things. I actually studied chemistry at university, but there's a reason for naming it Tartarus. Is I had a bit of a toss-up between what I was going to do at university. It was either between chemistry or classical civilization, studying the Romans, the Greeks, and those kind of things. I decided to do chemistry because a more interesting prospect of working in labs and just working with chemicals and potentially blowing things up. Who doesn't want that? But I still had the love for the mythology, the Greeks, the Romans. So when starting up Tartarus as a business, I kind of wanted to keep that whole mythology thing going.
So now we have an outlet for that.
So I can still do the chemistry with the brewing, but then I've got the outlet for the mythology and stuff with the naming of the beers, the name of the company. I did want Elysium, but that's already a brewery in America. So Elysium's the nice place in the underworld. Tartarus is the not nice place, so we went with the opposite of those guys.
Well, you're a nice guy, and Tartarus is a nice brewery, though. You have nice beers. And now I'm going to go try. What's the imp stout that you have on?
So that's Hearn the Hunter, the Tiramisu Imperial Stout. It's a collaboration with a brewery from Windsor. And Hearn the Hunter is a ghost that haunts Windsor Park. So we do try as best as possible to tie the name into the beer.
Yeah.
So Ratatoska the Pale is used the Nordic Kveik yeast, hence why it's named after the Nordic creature Ratatoska that runs up and down Yggdrasil.
Okay.
So we try our best to tie it in.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go try it now. Thanks for the chat, and if you're in Leeds, go visit them at the tap room and do the beer mile. So cheers. Tar mig fram till Brutes monter här och Nick.
Tjena.
Trevligt att träffas.
Detsamma.
Och tack för den ytterst trevliga sidan är med här till festivalen.
Jag fick precis prova en liten specialare här på Magnum.
Ja.
Legat 3 år på flaskan nu, så försöker jag alltid ha med lite roligt och öppna.
Ni hade också, jag provade en Toms Blend här som har någonting som heter Aronia som jag inte har koll på i sig, som gav en lite så här rökig ton tyckte jag.
Ja, exakt. Aronia är ett slags superbär eller vad man ska kalla det för, som finns i Sverige. Används mycket till gelé och alltså din farmor eller mormor har säkert känt till det. Ja. Ganska bortglömt.
Ja. Och vi ser Tobias här bakom oss också. Ja. Det är ni som är Brutes
vi är
kärnan.
2 av 5 kan man säga. Så Tobias står för grafiska profilen och mycket smaksättning. Jag ansvarar för produktionen för det mesta. Se till att allt blir bra i slutändan. Och sen har vi 3 killar till som också gör det här. Ja. Vi gör det här vid sidan av våra vanliga jobb. Ja. Så.
Men hur länge har ni hållit på med Brutus nu?
Det här är 4:e säsongen. Och då tänker vi säsonger, alltså skördesäsonger. Ja. Så ja, vi håller på med att buteljera årgång 22 just nu.
Ja, jag bor ju i Malmö vanligtvis och där har vi ändå haft lite tur och har fått en hel del Brutus på Bishops Gustav. Det är nästan som att ni haft, man kunde nästan tro att ni hade en fast kran där ett tag, för det fanns alltid en Brutus-cider på.
Ja, men nästan.
Så.
Ja, det har varit väldigt kul.
När man går till Systembolaget så är det är ofta storflaskor som kostar uppåt en 200 kronor flaskan. Men nu, det börjar komma med att ni har lite småburkar här.
Ja, precis. Vi har de här 2 är ganska nysläppta. Alright, som är äpple, päron, plommon och körsbär. Väldigt frisk syra och härlig, väldigt fruktig. Och sen Blood of Jupiter som är som ett lätt rödvin på burk. Ja. Nördarna så har vi en säsong och ciderhybrid så här som vi har gjort med Ekerö brygghus.
Jaha, okej.
Så hälften säsong och hälften äpple och syren.
Ja.
Väldigt höstig och härlig.
Ja, den blir jag nyfiken på att prova. Men jag tycker det är härligt att det börjar komma lite mer burkar på. Det är att man vill klämma en hel flaska av en cider, alltså stor flaska. Ja,
Exakt. Ja, men det vi märker att konsumenter gillar den lilla förpackningen och även barer och restauranger föredrar det. Ja. Men sen är det också kul med flaskor för att de åldras ju bättre. Ja. Så burkförpackningar är jättebra för, vad ska man säga, det vardagliga och ha det lättillgängligt. Sen om man ska fira lite mer så är det ju trevligt med en stor flaska.
Ja. Ja, men det är kul att craft-sidan börjar vinna inte mark här i Sverige också. Det är Pomologic, vi har ju Drygsidan i Skåne. Frukstereo. Ja. Det är de större...
Lunda äpplen här i Göteborg också bra. Ja. Ja, men det finns bara utrymme att växa. Ja. Och försöka ta tillbaka den svenska ciderkulturen.
Som några år så ses vi kanske på en ciderfestival.
Absolut.
Så det var ju jättekul tycker jag. Om det växte så pass mycket också. Så.
Ja, men absolut. Det kommer vi fixa.
Men stort tack för pratstunden och
tack
vi ses framöver. Ja. Men jag tänker vi börjar lite med känslan här nu när All In Beer Fest är igång återigen, men på ett nytt ställe.
Ja, Världskulturmuseet.
Ja, vi har jättefina draperier bakom oss här. Jag vet inte vilken utställning det är de har just nu.
Just nu är det Världens spel. Jag tror de har bytt dem där idag faktiskt. Ja. Jag har inte någon koll på vad det är.
Nej. Men kul att vara här. Det är en ölfestival i flera nivåer. Vi är några på andra och några på femte. Eller som gräddhyllan som jag har döpt det till lite.
Ja, okej. Ja, men det var rätt skönt att liksom dela upp dem. Det blev uppdelat efter hur de har kommit hit. Så det som kom först, det riggade vi upp på en gång.
Okay.
På en gång det kom hit så riggade vi upp. Och det som kom idag, det blev liksom här nere. För att det här kom vi bara åt idag 4:00.
Okay,
så vi kunde bara förbereda bakom och sen bara ut med allting innan 17:30.
Ja. Och det är bra med folk också. Ja. Och jag hörde att morgondagen är slutsåld.
Ja, också. Så idag är det 470 biljetter sålda till. Och imorgon är det 600 biljetter sålda till. Så det är lite mindre än vad det var de tidigare åren. Ja. Men det är också väldigt skönt att ta hand om. För jag har ingen liksom... Break-even har ju någonstans varit så jävla högt att nå till flera år. Ja. Så oktober har inte jag mått så bra alltid. Nej. Sen så har man nått break-even och då har det varit sådär. Och då har december blivit okej. Ja. Men nu känns det som att jag satt i ribban så att jag nådde nog break-even redan innan vi var här. Jag har inte räknat klart, men det känns som att det är färdigt. Vi kommer må bra efter det.
Ja, men det känns som att många ölfestivaler har börjat liksom skala av lite, trimma till kanterna lite.
Så det är färre som kommer på såna här saker. Och jag förstår det. Det är så många såna här typer utav festivaler nu. Ja. Så det är inte lättare och lättare. Nej. Men det är väldigt kul att det är slutsålt imorgon.
Och klockan är bara 8 här nu på fredagspasset och vi har ett pass imorgon också som jag tyvärr inte kan medverka på. Men så lite svårt att göra någon analys av festivalen i sin helhet. Men det är en god stämning tycker jag.
Jag tycker det känns jättebra med
det känns verkligen som att det är All In Beer Fest. Så som det har varit, även om det är en ny lokal i år. Elit var trevligt, Eriksbergshallen var trevligt, men framförallt det är stämningen som All In skapar, tycker jag, som är själva kärnan i festivalen.
Ja. Så. Tack.
Så jag kommer tillbaka nästa år igen, om jag har tid. Ja. Garanterat. Men nu så ska vi ju då quizza lite här inte i det här segmentet, för det här är ju om All In Beer Fest, utan ni får vänta till i december så får ni se Pelle igen när han quizar i min ölkalender. Och Pelle var ju faktiskt den som vann i fjol. Tog hem hela ölquizet då.
Riktigt otippat faktiskt.
Nej, det skulle jag inte säga. Du är vass på ölkunskap. Men vi får se hur det går i år. Ja. Om du ryker redan i gruppen eller om du tar det vidare till semifinal och final.
Ja.
Men som sagt, det får ni se i december. Så nu säger vi tack och hej från All in Beer Fest så här länge och ses om några dagar, en vecka eller så.
Ha det bra.